The pandemic made you get creative. They shut down all the schools. What'd you do then?
Yeah, thank you. Gosh. So I decided to do some online things, and so I pre-recorded with my friend Mandy Shoptaw, pre-recorded some cooking classes and the curriculum. And it was kind of fun because I'd walk around my house and we'd go outside in my backyard's garden and we'd pick something together and, come back and kind of cook it.
Love that. So cute.
She's living your dream, Gray.
I know.
And then Forest Park was actually one of those schools that picked me up as after-school enrichment. And they decided to continue with me, so I would do Zoom live cooking classes with these children, first through third grade. So their parents had to be involved.
I was going to say, yeah, are there cooking on the other end?
Cooking on the other end. And I'm telling you, it was such a phenomenal experience because I could see all of them in their home kitchens.
Do you feel like there was this new element of reaching the parents too?
Yeah.
That was really positive, I assume?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I remember vividly we made, and I can't believe it turned out so fabulous, but we made my Italian street pizza with no cheese. Yeah, you get a child to eat pizza without cheese. I did. And it's because I educated them about if you go to Italy and you purchase pizza maybe, on the street corner or on the street, sometimes it's not going to have mozzarella cheese. It might just have veggies on the top or maybe some arugula. So that's what we did.
Oh, that sounds good for tonight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Oh, it's fabulous. But so we actually made a pizza dough with yeast on Zoom.
With their parents and
With
everything.
parents helping.
How long did you have to let it rise? Not long?
Yeah, it's just a quick rise. We use the quick rise yeast.
And you don't want much rise to me in pizza.
No, and we made a homemade sauce to put on top of it. We put our veggies on top of it and arugula.
And they ate it.
And they ate it, and I remember, so like you said, the impression on the parents, one of the moms screaming with delight. She could not believe how beautifully it turned out and how absolutely delicious it was.
And their child ate arugula.
Yeah, right.
Their child ate arugula.
That's so good.
All of these little positive things that have happened are just exactly what I was hoping for.
And you need them to keep you going. If you don't get the positive reinforcement, you're like, why am I working so hard to do something if nobody wants it and nobody appreciates it?
Yeah.
That's
I've
wonderful.
had people say to me, your recipes are not kid-friendly. And, I take that, and I realize in that moment that it's not worth me explaining to this person what I'm all about because they don't get it or understand. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not
here to let them eat what they eat already. You're here to expand their knowledge on food,
exactly.
not just here's a kid-friendly food. It's full of cheese and.
I was gonna say not to feed the mac and cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that. I love being able to allow them to taste something new and to get really excited about it. Mm-hmm. And if I've got a full classroom and they're sitting at a table with 4 other kids, and I've got a skeptical one that's like, never had arugula before. I don't think I want to taste that. It's too green for me. But you've got these other kids around the table that are like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing I've ever eaten.
Competitive
I absolutely
eating.
love this. It's like that positive peer pressure, if you will.
Yeah.
This child that's skeptical is going to go, well, maybe I should take a bite too.
You're going to have to label it competitive eating.
Yeah, right.
And the other thing that I love and that I realize, really as a public health practitioner, and and knowing what I know to how to influence the nuclear family and the community, sometimes the biggest avenue is to use children in that way, in a positive way, because I know, and this happens all the time, after a child tastes something they absolutely love, they get in the car when the parent picks them up and they say, oh my gosh, we've got to go to the grocery store, Mom. We've got to buy what I just had.
Arugula.
Right?
Can you imagine if your third grader got in the car and was like, I want to eat arugula? You'd be
That
like,
happens all
"What?"
the time. So we
love that.
did a simple grilled pineapple. We grilled it because I'm all about the wow factor, I mean, just a simple pineapple dish. on a kebab. No, we don't do fruit on a kebab. But we would grill the kebab. But anyway, we grill fruit, and then they got to mix the yogurt and honey and a little bit of my cinnamon over the top, this Vietnamese cinnamon that's absolutely gorgeous. And then over the top of that, I let them cut and chiffonade.
What does that mean?
Their little knives. It's like little ribbons.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Little ribbons. Chiffonade, all right.
Chiffonade.
New word.
And they got to put that over the top.
Because they've got plastic knives. They've all got these plastic knives.
Thank you.
Gosh for plastic knives.
I know.
So who's doing all your videography now? You post it on Facebook, I think, every week, right?
Yeah. So I'd been a regular on The Vine for 3 years. They actually stuck with me during the pandemic because I had just meet them outside.
You're very comfortable on TV.
Oh, really?
Yes, you are. You're so
Okay.
comfortable you forget to put your lipstick on. I'm like, Denise, put your lipstick on. She just shows
This
up.
is my mother.
Carrie,
You are me.
that
This is my mother.
That is so intentional, though, Kerry.
Is it?
It is.
So you're not intimidating? So you look like mom in the kitchen and I'm not the movie star? Or what is it? Why is that intentional?
Because I feel like there's just too much of that. You have to look a certain way. You have to
You're exactly right.
be a certain way.
I actually thought that. I thought she is doing this intentionally because it's about the food and not about you.
Yes. And it's about the education.
If you liked this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the picture in the center of the screen. For more of Kerry's interviews, click either video on the right of the screen. And as always, thank you for watching.